Merry Twixtmas. This is the time between Christmas and New Year, and I was drawn to do a reading for you today from Angelic Guidance. The angels have asked me to do a reading, so we have a Pick an Angel reading. And I will do the housekeeping first, and then we'll just jump right in. The cards that I'm using today are all listed below the description, and we have some of the usual suspects: Colette Baron Reed, Whisper the Oracle, Radiant Wise Tarot, but Storm Raven spoke today, and that makes sense when you hear some of the downloads I got in preparation for the reading. And also we have, I think it's Oracle of the Mystical Moments, Catherine White's, I think, that jumped out today. I did smudge with a little Christmas fellow, which is a forester. First, I think. Now he's finished his smoke, but if you open him up, you can put a little cone in, and he wafts out smoke. So the little forester or firster, beautiful little figurine, actually did smudge all the cards that I'm using today. We also are using charms to close the reading, and I'll give the information about the crystal angels as well, because they are so beautiful. But this is really an angelic message for you, and that's really important to say. And we have a little spinning round, as probably many of you do. Hold it up. Absolutely beautiful turning angels that I think either I bought it or we were gifted it from the mother-in-law. Not sure. Hello, Hilda, if you're watching this. Beautiful. Angels turning. Now, this is funny because I didn't realise till just now. I thought all the angels were going in the same direction, but actually 3 are facing outwards with their gift, and 1 is facing inwards. There is something in that, I think. So let me speak further about that before we dive into the main reading. So the angels that are holding their gift outwards to you on this little angel turning wheel are, one angel holds a light. So the angels are holding the light outwards for you, to you, around you. Your angelic presences are there. 1 holds a trumpet. So trumpets are about heralding messages. They're about news, information, and that is what angels are about. So pay attention to what your angels are saying, is what that says to me. And 1 angel, the 3rd outward looking angel, is holding a star. And that speaks to me of the cosmos, and to remind you that your angels are all around you. They're in the cosmos, and to them you are a bright star. They are also stars in a way. And so again, this is about light. We're talking about angelic light. And the 1 angel that faces inwards, let me see if I can catch him, is holding a Christmas tree. Okay, so the one that's asking us to look inwards on the sort of angel carousel is holding a Christmas tree. So that might be something about going inwards, being peaceful, looking inside the self, being still at this time, because the tree is speaking of this time, which is Christmas and the Christmas tree. And a wider message around that is also about the ecology of trees. It's asking us to connect with trees on a wider level, not just our Christmas tree, which we might plant in the garden, or if it's not a real one, then we pack it away, bring it out next year. We have a real one. But we do use all of it, and we normally, when we're finished, recycle the tree as much as we can, using bits of the wood that we can and putting other bits in the garden as covering. So we really do utilise and give thanks for the growth and for the harvesting of that tree that's been in the house and is in the house still, obviously. So the 4th angel, or the 1st angel, or the 2nd or the 3rd, whichever one you want to choose, is looking inwards with the tree. Beautiful, thank you. So that beautiful little angel carousel is turning on the side. Other bits we have are the rough uncut, I'm going to say clear crystal quartz, but uncut crystal quartz graces and purifies the reading. It sits on the computer there. And my pointy stick is probably a crow. Too big for a blackbird, but probably a crow or a jackdaw. I chose the corvided one because when I was doing my walkabout, that's what I heard. So let's jump right in, and I'll talk to you about the downloads I got yesterday and today. Good. So the first thing either when I'm preparing to do a reading, when I've been called to do a reading, I'll either meditate, or something will have come to me in the subliminal space in the morning, normally the same morning as the reading or the morning before, or I go for a walk and clear the energy and messages come. So I went for a walk today because it's so beautiful, and family are away doing other things, so I'm on my own. I've got the house and the quiet and the peace. So I thought, lovely, let's do that. So immediately what I saw on the path as I stepped outside the house and went down the lane was what I call a wooden angel. So I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So here we have a little stick. It's the picture of a stick. It's just part of a twig or whatever. But I always feel that these represent angels because they just look like an angel with outstretched wings. And so it's really quite a tiny one, only 1 or 2 centimetres, that lay on the path in that sort of position directly in front of me. So it was a confirmation that this reading for you today, beautiful 2 for Joy Oracle souls. By the way, welcome new people, and also welcome returners to the channel, to the video. It was just confirming this is the right reading today, Carrie. You're absolutely on target with that. So without much ado about nothing, that's going to be my phrase for this channel from today, if I remember. Let's jump right in with the rest of the messages. So as I went along the path, I first of all saw one magpie, as we know. One is for sorrow, is what they say. But I always greet the magpie and say, good morning, Mr. Magpie, how are your family? It cancels out any low vibrational energy. That's fine. But I love seeing any magpies, any number of magpies, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And then not long after, I saw a second, one with a second, so a pair. I think the first one I saw was on his own, didn't have a partner, couldn't see it. The second 2 I saw were definitely in a pair. And the message that came to me was that 1 becomes 2. So please take that if that resonates. Of course, I forgot to say this is a timeless reading. It's collective. Whenever you stumble across this, it's going to be released probably today or tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 28th. Yeah, possibly tomorrow. There will be something in it for you. I will put the timestamps below for the different angel piles, if you like. Read 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, however many you feel drawn to, considering the messages that I'm going to be conveying with each pile and the crystals that adorn each angel pile. So yes, take what resonates and leave the rest. Fine. What else did we have? So 1 magpie, then 2. 1 becomes 2. On the way back, I was drawn particularly to, I heard and saw, in fact I heard first, then raced over to the gate by the field where the sheep are and saw a raven. So that also confirms that the Storm Raven deck is definitely the right one, and that definitely jumped out for today's reading. I heard just 1 loud cronk. As you know, ravens are amazing corvider, and they have a very deep cronk. That's a very bad rendition of a raven sound. But I did hear 1, and that's what drew me to the field, and I just saw the raven sort of fly over the tree. But it is on the lane where there is a large old oak where I know there is a nesting pair. Wonderful. So as we know, and if you didn't know, it may be that raven is your spirit animal. It is one of mine. I have many spirit animals, but the raven, and the crow actually, but the raven is definitely one of mine. So it might be one of yours. So Raven is speaking out in this reading today. Lovely friends. So when we're talking of Raven, we're talking of deep spirituality. What I would call spiritual big jobs. Yeah. Speaking of your own ability, but also that Raven has messages for you. Fundamentally, it is about divine insight. It's about insight into the things that are unseen, whether it's shadow work or out in our environment, in our relationships, in our work, in whatever we're doing. I'm just looking out of the window past the Christmas tree, and the small murmuration starlings are landing to have a look in and take some worms that they missed from this morning's feed. Divine insight and transformation is what Raven says when Raven comes to visit. Thank you, Raven. Absolutely beautiful. So, without much ado about nothing, let us dive straight in. So we have the pointy feather, corvid, probably crow, possibly jackdaw, probably crow, but not raven, probably too small. Unless it was a tail feather, but I think that's too big. Anyway, so corvid. Pile 1, you have 2 angels, and I've given you 2 angels because these 2 angels stand together on my altar anyway, so they belong together. And so they are going to be adorning angel pile 1. Good. I'm going to put that timing down, guys, so that if you want to miss the blurby blurb and go straight to the meat and potatoes, or parsnip and potatoes, or egg and potatoes, whichever direction of food we're going in, you can do that. So the first bigger angel is Dalmation Jasper. So here we have the Dalmation Jasper angel. Absolutely gorgeous angel. Just feast the eyes on that. Very beautiful. As ever, if you scry or divine anything from any of these messages or images or objects that I show, please take those as messages and downloads for you directly from Spirit. Yeah. This is beautiful. I love it because Dalmatian Jasper speaks of Gaia. So we've got feminine energy there, Gaia. But also dreams and also accomplishments. So what this angel, for angels pile 1, is saying, pay attention to your dreams. There'll be messages in there for you. Now the mini angel or angelette that is adorning the Dalmatian Jasper is the rose quartz, which is this teeny tiny little angel, absolutely beautiful. I get a feminine energy from this angel also. As we know, rose quartz is about love. It's about peace. It's also about compassion. So this may be compassion for self, compassion for others. What I'm picking up of that also is it's a time of family, often where we're giving of ourselves to others, to neighbours, to family, to pets, to friends. So perhaps in this Twixmas time, the time between Christmas and New Year, we want some self-compassion. Have some time for yourself. Take some time for yourself is what I feel that beautiful little angel of rose quartz is telling us. So let us proceed. We have 3 cards. I'm going to read and take, I'll try and do it in the same order for each pile. So the first one we're going to look at is Wisdom of the Oracle. Wonderful Colette Baron read. Now I shuffled all the decks, pre-shuffled. Some flew out, some I didn't want to take because they felt wrong. But these are the right cards. So beautiful, beautiful. Oh, lovely. Yes. Oh, fantastic. So the first card, the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette, is number 43, and it is Deep Knowing. Just show you that. As we know, 4 and 3 stands alone, but it's also 7. 7 is a divine number. For me, it is my lucky number. We know it is lucky for many people. So scry divine, have a look at that card, see what jumps off for you. This speaks of divine love, that you are blessed and guided by angels. If you haven't known that before this reading, then at the latest point, as in when you click on this reading in this video, know this now. Know this now, that you are loved by the angelics, by the angels. We have not only our guardian angels, those that are personally assigned to us, but many others that we can call upon. in times of healing if we need that, Raphael, Michael for protection, and many others. So it is about divine wisdom also. Yeah, deep knowing speaks of divine wisdom. We have the owl there, and we have just a very benevolent face, a benevolent energy that looks down upon us, deep knowing. I really feel just a very deep sense when we look at this, that this represents the divine in a sense. It is also a representation of Gaia. This speaks of knowledge, of love, of the earth, for the earth, but also that you are a divinely loved part of the cosmos. This is what I'm getting from this card. And all the stars around. I love that. And you are a star. We said, didn't we, that you are a star earlier in the video. I can't remember how and in what context I was saying that. But you're part of the cosmos. You're made of stardust. We are made up as human beings of everything that exists and whizzes around the universe. We are stars. And I'm counting the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm going to make numbers, notes of numbers. 7, 10, 43. Okay. So pile 1. These numbers are jumping out for you from the first card from Colette. Deep knowing, knowledge and wisdom, that you are part of the cosmos and therefore deserved of love just for who you are, just for your own pure essence of you, without doing anything, without being anything, without achieving anything. You, the energy, you, the being, are loved. Deep knowing. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Let us move on to the next card, which is, Oracle of the Mystical Moments. Now, I haven't used this deck for quite a while. I don't know why. I mean, I have so many decks, as do most readers of Oracle and Tarot on YouTube. I haven't counted them all. I will count them all at some point. But then that probably won't be correct because I'll get another one. Or if there's one I don't use, I never throw any of this away. I would gift it to a friend or someone else who reads and that kind of thing. I have got a lovely deck that I never use, and it doesn't speak to me anymore. I don't know why. It spoke to me at the time, doesn't speak to me now. I might do a competition in the new year and send it to the winner. It is the beautiful deck by Rumi. It's about, not by Rumi. Rumi is obviously a person who lived a long time ago. But beautiful pictures, sayings I don't quite understand. I can't quite connect with the deck anymore. But I will gift it. I'll try and make it into a little competition or a little, say a phrase, and I'll just pick one in the new year. So, deep knowing. So let's turn over the next card. Yeah, Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, lovely. Oh, gosh, guys. Lovely. 4 and 6 is 10. We already have 10, so we have a repeating number here. We have 46, which stands in its own right, and we also have 10. So we have 10 twice, and I love that because this house is number 10. The end of cycles and the beginning of cycles. 10 and then 1 and 0, unity 1. Beautiful. Ooh, I think I just saw an orb in the screen. Getting all prickles here. Thank you. Night Ride. And here we have another divine card. 46. The elephants, they are said, or they say, hold knowledge and remember. These animals remember. They're very sensitive creatures. They feel depression, they feel sadness, loss, bereavement when an elephant dies, or one of the family, one of the herd. There's quite a lot of science behind that. But on top of the beautiful, knowledgeable elephant are 2 owls, like the 2 angels of this reading. Angels, pile 1. Angel, pile 1. And I feel very much that this angel here is the cosmos, and that the cosmos embraces you, and this is you here. Of course, it gives us a bit of a feeling of an older, wiser, protective one, sheltering, literally taking under their wing, as in the picture, a younger, newer one, perhaps less experienced. So it does speak of divine protection, and I really get that from the card. And I love the imagery of this deck. I will put her link in the description. Katrin Weltz. Oh, sorry, it's too far away, I can't see, but I will put the proper name and everything in description. Go and have a look. They're still in print. Get them. Beautiful. But the stars are being blown up. Stars again. Stars on Colette's card and stars on this card. At a time of stars. Blowing stars up into the cosmos, as the elephant does. Really speaking of divine protection there. And it's funny, I feel like the elephant in this context is the earth. Steady, I get a steady, grounded and slow moving, which is interesting because we know the earth spins on its axis fairly fast. Absolutely beautiful. Let me read you what this beautiful author says. Katrin Weltz Stein. There we go. 46. Katrin, what do you say to the beautiful Two for Joy peeps? You say this. Protector, we said, didn't we? Divine protection. Wonder in the night. Big brother. Friendship. I love that. So the protection we've spoken about is that you are divinely protected at this time. Again, that message is reiterated. It's confirmed. Big brother, not in the negative sense at all, but in almost the brotherhood of man, in a way. Or the sisterhood of man, if we wish. But mankind, in a way. It's sort of saying to me that we are loved by the cosmos. And the cosmos sees that we struggle sometimes. And it lays a protective wing around us in the form of an angel, in the form of the wise owl, as the owl takes the younger owl under its wing. And wonder in the night. So wonder in the night is wonder at the night is what I'm getting. Here in the southwest of Somerset in the UK, in Britain, England, the old country, the nights are clear at the moment because it's quite cold. At night we're getting frosts and, 1 degree, sometimes a little bit below, just above. But the nights are clear because of that cold, and it's great at the moment to get outside and wonder at the sky. The other message I get from wonder in the sky, which is what the message actually says, if you are a night walker, I think we have crescent moon at the moment, so we don't have too much moonlight, but there's an element of get out into the cosmos at night. As ever, guys, please be safe. Take a torch so that you can find your way back. If you're not sure, take a friend, take someone who is trustworthy. Go and gaze at the cosmos. Connect with the stars, for you are a star. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have next? Let us do the tarot. Let's turn over the tarot. Okay, number 8. Let me scribe first. We have cups. We have the 8 of cups. Lovely. So I will add 8. This is walking away from something, isn't it? In the traditional sense. I will look at the exact words that the authors are saying. And again, I'm getting a real glow from the moon there. It's sort of the day, it's sort of the night, it's sort of, perhaps it's the gloaming, I don't know. But there seems to be a moon and a sun there. That's interesting, isn't it? So what I'm getting from this as I'm scrying, and I'm just going to write down number 8 because I will forget otherwise. I'm getting, you are leaving something that has not served you. And you've needed to do this for a time. And I think you're getting around to do this. And it might be that you're doing this now in this Twixtmas, the time before Christmas, before New Year. There's something that's going to be left behind. You're going to be walking away from it. It doesn't have to be dramatic. I mean, this guy or this figure, he's got their stick and they're just walking away. Yeah. But we say, don't we, in the traditional sort of element of the Eight of Cups, walking away from something that no longer serves. Maybe that you've been offered some kind of something that is less than it should be, and you're just not accepting it because you know your worth and that you're worth more. And it's taken you quite a lot to walk away from this, is what I'm getting. But you are. You're walking away from it for your own good, for your higher good, your highest good. It is something that might have plagued you a little bit day and night. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from the moon and the sun. It's sort of giving me 24/7. You know, not so that you can't sleep or you're pulling your hair out or something, but something has been on your mind a bit too much and you're really going to leave it behind. I think at this time, pile 1, angel pile 1. Shall we just have a look at what they say for the 8 of chalices, which is what they call it? Concreteness, far-sightedness, moderation, shyness, lasting love. Lasting love. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Kind of doesn't make sense in a way. I often think the words of the Radiant Wise Tarot don't make sense with a picture. That's why I always scry. But it may be that a love or a relationship has not been as it should be. And you're walking either away from that relationship or from some aspect of that relationship. Thank you, Spirit. 8. We've written that down. Brilliant. Storm Raven. What do we have? Okay, that makes sense. So we have Earth, which is green. And of course, the words are I choose love. So this does really in respect of the card prior, fit in. So this says it is about a relationship. It could be a relationship with self. It can be a relationship with a loved one, a spouse, a family member, a friendship, a situationship, business relationship, some relationship in which you have stakeholder, which you have a part. I choose love. And you may be walking away from something because there's either no love or not enough love. And when we choose love, my friends, we choose ourselves, we choose us, not in a selfish or an all-consuming or an ego way, but in a way that shows us that we know we deserve more. And we may have been settling for considerably less than what we deserve or what we are entitled to from a divine right perspective. And we're walking away from that now. So I choose love. I love that. Gaia is always green. If we're feeling unloved or lacking in love or even lackluster, came to my mind, thank you, Spirit, go and seek out Gaia. We don't need to do anything in nature. We just need to be in nature, be there, absorb the energy, be peaceful. It's a form of love. Allowing Gaia, allowing energy to gift you the energy of being outside of nature. We are so gifted to be on this planet. We don't know it yet. Well, some of us do, and others don't. But we are so gifted to be able to get to nature. Even in a city, we could probably take a cab or a train or use our feet, go and find some green space where Mother Nature comes in around the corner. Let's do that. That's where we find love. And the closing charm for pile 1 is, thank you, B, my darling girl. She is present. She is an angel now and is around me very often. This is the charm that I was given for the angel pile 1. It is the beautiful little bee. Of course, bees are a part of nature. We talk about the birds and the bees, aren't we? And we've had lots of birds here. We've had 3 owls. 3 owls. That may jump out and speak to some of you, even as I say it, 3 owls. But it's the birds and the bees. These are the fundaments of life, of the natural world and of natural order. Bee brings in, certainly for me, luck. And I know a lot of people love bees. We need bees to pollinate. We need to protect bees, look after bees, help Gaia. But we're blessed with a bee at the end of the reading. Thank you so much, darling bee. Ooh, I absolutely love this for Angel Pile 1. Some beautiful clear messages there. So, lovely music playing for a couple of seconds as I have a little drink from the water and move round to beautiful Pile 2. Angel Pile 2. Fantastic, making a note of that. So we have for Angel Pile 2 the beautiful, beautiful red Jasper. Jasper, there we are. A misspeak is never a misspeak on 2 for Joy Oracle, okay? Of course I meant to say Jasper, but I said Casper. Now Casper is, Casper is different things to different people. Casper in European culture is can be the fool. Casper can of course be the ghost. I think was it from that big ghost film, which the name eludes me now. Ghostbusters, isn't that? I think Casper. I think it's the Casper of that channel that I often mention. Casper site. There we go. Mentioned it again. Casper, but it's not Casper. It's Jasper. Casper is here, and it might be that you have a name. There is a name. Someone who's watching here has the name Casper, or even they have a pet Casper, or Jasper. Oh, sorry, my glasses are just being a bit tricky. There we go. Managed it. So, red Jasper, Carrie. Okay. So, red Jasper. This is for being grounded and for focusing. Thank you. We all need some of that. I certainly do. So thank you very much. So let us, without much ado about nothing, proceed with the cards. So the first card for Wisdom of the Oracle Collect is very, very lovely for the Jasper Angel. Jasper Angel, I keep saying it. Jasper really wants to be known. Hello, there was another little orb there. That's beautiful. Okay, number 30. So here we have another number. Let us write this down. I will put them in order in the description box. Divine ones. Tick tock. Ha! That's interesting. Okay, getting a few messages of that. Let me just show that to you. Scry divine. Make from that what you can, what you will. Allow your mind to be open. See and read what you can there. Tick tock says lots of things. Of course, it says time. Time is of the essence. I'm getting balanced energy here, though. I'm getting a balanced energy. I'm feeling something different. Sometimes when I've picked this card before, there's been a different energy. I've had an idea that you haven't got much time, but I'm not getting that today with this card. So 33 and 0 is 3. Could be numbers for you. But today I've got this in front of the card, Carrie. I have a feeling these are the hands of the divine. These are the divine hands of the universe. And I'm feeling that you're being gifted time. This is the essence and the feeling that I'm having of TikTok today. I feel that the Jasper Angel is saying, you are being gifted more time. You have more time than you think. Now, I don't often say that, but that's really what's coming today. So it isn't tick-tock, time's running away or anything like that. Hurry up. It isn't. It's the tick-tock that you're being given more tick-tock. You're being given more tick-tock. You're given more time with whatever it is that you felt you had less time with. Okay. And what's jumping out again from the card are the numbers. There are numbers that seem to fly out of the clock, 15s, 12s, 7s. Numbers are flying. And it may be that the days and the dates seem to be whizzing past you and you felt, oh my God, time is eluding me. It's flying away from me. But they're just saying, actually, no, you felt like they are, but that isn't the case. We're gifting you more time. You do have more time. Okay. For one of you or more, I'm just getting a very individual message. This won't be for everyone. Is that someone's grandfather here? I'm just getting this pocket watch that grandfathers or fathers or great-grandfathers in times of old would hold in their breast pocket. There's a connection or even a message of you have more time coming in from someone's grandfather, father, great-grandfather, okay? Masculine energy there. Lovely. Thank you. Beautiful. More time than you think. So let us have a look at Catherine Wellstein. What does she say to Jasper, angel. J for Jasper. Thank you. Oh, lovely. This is interesting. So I'm bound to say it. We have 25. Stands on its own, but of course it's number 7. And we have protective nest. Oh, I love this. Oh, guys, I really love this. We have protective nest. And we have this beautiful lady with a nest on her head. Again, more birds. Here we are. Oh, I love the warm colours of this. This is speaking of the root chakra, which is interesting, isn't it? Because that really resonates with the Jasper angel. This colour is extremely near to the colour of her feathers there. And of course, root chakra is something that when that's in balance, friends, we're grounded. This is talking about grounded. And it's saying either you are grounded or you're going to be grounded, more grounded than you have been prior. It might be because it's holiday season. You've finally got time to rest, recuperate, put down the work tools, put down the kitchen utensils as well in this Twixtmas after Christmas before New Year. Rest. You're being encouraged to rest. But there's certainly groundedness there. What I pick up here again, wisdom. And yeah, it's either a crow. It's not a raven, I don't think, but I think it's a crow. And of course it speaks to home. And it's a time where home is where we may want to be. And if we're not in our home or we don't have a home, and we mustn't forget that not everyone has a home, either temporarily at the moment or per se, let us remember those in our thoughts and prayers and meditations, sending love and light to them all at this time, particularly because it's winter here in the Northern Hemisphere, but that they find a home, a peaceful home. And I've got lots of messages coming off this, really, particularly with I'm going to say the adoration, but the adornment of the beautiful headdress which is here, which she wears. The nest is jeweled. This is about decoration of your home space, which it is. We sit in decorations. You can only just about see a few cards. We've got others and many other decorations in the house. It's a time of house decoration. But it's also I'm getting a sense of the home, the house is where our heart is, isn't it? I'm really getting a strong sense of that with the redness, the beautiful hues there, plums. Love it. Ooh, I love that message. Shall we have a little look at what else Catherine Wellstein is going to say about number 25, protective nest? Another protector message. It's just so much. Protective nest, of course. She says, nurture, motherhood, protector, incubation. Yeah, I mean, I was getting a sense of creativity in your head here because she's wearing it. These eggs often represent creativity, creative. Get your creative thoughts out, down on paper or songs or words or however you express yourself creatively there. Motherhood now. Some are mothers, some are not mothers. Some have the capacity to mother animals or mother nature, the environment, certainly children, mother friends, mother neighbours, mothering ourselves. Sometimes we have to reparent if we weren't mothered properly when we were growing up. So take from that motherhood word whatever fits for you. fit it in. Could be that we mother the house as well at this time. Give it love, give it protection, nurture the house. I'm firmly a believer that houses are living entities, and like animals, like humans, like nature, they require love, attention, and looking after. And there's a message of that in this card. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. This is absolutely divine. So much protection. But of course, why would I be surprised at that? This is a pick an angel reading. So, Jasper Angel, may we see what the Radiant Wise Tarot is going to say. Okay. We have the Hermit, Major Arcana, which is number 9. So we have 9. So many different numbers. Let me just scry a little bit here. We know what the Hermit is, don't we? In winter, we want to go into hibernation, being still, whether it's staying in the house a bit more if it's cold, around the warm fire. I'm still getting universal protection here. This is so interesting today. I love it. So let me show you the card and I'll tell you what itchy nose I'm scrying from it. Oh, sneeze. Excuse me. Another one. 2. There's some message there. Something is being expelled. Interesting. So here we have the Hermit. In times gone by, the holy men, often men of cloth, monks, priests, also women. Women did this too in times gone by, centuries and eras before ours, would take themselves off on a pilgrimage. Time to be still, time to go inward, time to focus, time to hear the divine, get close to the divine. So maybe you're being called to do this. What I'm very much getting, again, a protection message here, is this is the light of the world. This is the light of you. You are the star in the universe, in the cosmos. We said that. And I still feel, getting this feeling that this beautiful figure here is protective of you, gazes at you lovingly, the light of the world. And this is whatever you want this to be at this time. The cosmos, the divine. God, the creator. You are seen. And also that your light shines brightly. You are the light of the world, is the message I get from that beautiful, beautiful card. Shall we just see what the tarot says for the Major Arcana? You'll shoot me down in flames, but I think that the Hermit is Virgo. I'm not sure. But I'm getting a Virgo energy off that card, even if that isn't to do with Virgo. So it is number 9, and the authors say the Hermit, wisdom, prudence, solitude, search for spirituality, detachment from material things. Yeah, there is, a bit of the, it may be you need to do this now if you can, in these holidays, in the Twixtmas, stillness, solitude, going inwards. And you can do that on your own in your room. You don't have to, take yourself away necessarily from family. But if that's right, and if that's what you need to do, then that's what you do. So don't forget you might need to do this. Pay attention to that, is what the Jasper Angel is saying. And then Storm Raven, lovely. What we have again is the Earth card, speaking of Gaia, nature. Also groundedness, of course. And of course it's I am calm. So this fits in with a prior card, doesn't it? When we do take time to be still, be grounded, go inwards, perhaps to sleep, perhaps to meditate, perhaps to have a sound bath, anything you want to do, do it. Perhaps do something new if you haven't done it. And in there we find calmness. But it might be that you're coming from a very busy Christmas in this Twixtmas phase, has been a heck of a lot going on. There's a heck of a lot going to be going on in the new year. And it's just saying, step back, my friends. Take a slow breath in and release. And say, I am calm. That might be what some of you need at this time. I absolutely love this message. And we have a beautiful, beautiful lucky frog gracing from the bag of charms for Jasper Angel. Frogs are very lucky. They are about transformation. We have a frog in our garden and they're just pure luck. It's also something about a leap of faith there is what I'm getting. That might be for one or two of you. Absolutely love it. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Pile 2, Angel, pile 2. Let us move on to our final pile, our Angel 3 pile, which is absolutely beautiful. Gosh, this is one of the longest readings I've ever done. Let's have a look. 46:16. This may pip into the hour. Wonderful. As ever, when I'm moving on to this last angel pile, I would like to offer my thanks and gratitude and love to you all. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely blown away that this channel has just been 1 year old. Well, I set it up in 2020 but didn't do anything for many years, and I actually started the wheels of joy turning at 2 for Joy Oracle on Boxing Day 2024. So we have more or less exactly a year and we are at 2,000 subscribers already. Thank you all so much. I'm so grateful to you. I send you so much love because that's amazing. I never thought I'd have 2,000 subscribers at the end of the first year. I'm just thrilled at that and so excited that you love this space and that it gives something to you from the divine. So if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe, become a sunscriber at 2 for Joy Oracle. You are welcome, whether you're new or whether you are returning to this sacred space, and it is your sacred space. If you want to buy me a coffee, there is a button there somewhere. You're welcome so to do. Please let me know. Comments are always open on this channel, and I at the moment I'm able to respond to any comments or requests. Personal readings are open, even though it's the Twixtmas. I will be taking them and beginning again probably from about the 4th or 5th of Jan, something like that. So if you want a personal reading and want to know more for you as an individual, as opposed to necessarily this is a collective reading, so for many, then you're welcome to get a personal reading. And the email is in my blurb on the homepage of 2 for Joy Oracle. If you want to find out what that is, send me an email. So for the last beautiful pile, we have the Tiger's Eye Angel. Now I know a bit about this because this is one of the crystals for November and for Scorpio, and I am Scorpio. As you know, I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, my natal chart, so this definitely speaks to me. But elements of all the readings so far speak to me, to be honest. So here we have the beautiful Tiger's Eye Angel. Hello, Tiger's Eye Angel, we welcome you. Let us have a look. So Tiger's Eye. Ah, yes, what I wanted to talk to you about was, as we know, and I'll see if I can get it to shine and glint, this is apparently called Chatoyancy, either Chatoyancy or Catoyancy, but it's CH, so and that means the ability to reflect and look sort of pearly. Optical reflectance is what they say. This says to me about you shining. There's some aspect of you that shines. If it hasn't shone, it's going to be shining. That's the message I'm getting from the beautiful Tiger's Eye Angel. Other messages are, I feel with optical reflectance, we're talking about scrying ability. We're talking about Something fell somewhere. I do apologise if you heard that. Scrying ability. Being able to read things in places like water, mirrors, glass, anything that has sort of a reflectance surface. There's some ability there, and this angel is saying there may be messages there. You may have that ability, or it may be developing within you, the ability to scry and divine messages from reflected surfaces. But also, Tiger's Eye speaks of exploring the conscious mind. That's definitely what Scorpios do. And it's about the state of consciousness. And so you're being asked to pay attention to the state of consciousness at this time. Lovely. Let us dive right in. Thank you, Tiger's Eye Angel. First card, Colette. Community. Lovely. Number 8 again. So repeating numbers. What does it mean? Repeating numbers mean there is extra emphasis on the number. Number 8, as you know, is a bit like the lemniscat or the sign of eternity. What goes around comes around. Okay. And so number 8 is the number of the card, and it's community. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a time of community, isn't it, Christmas? We've got many birds again. It looks very autumnal. We've now moved from autumn into winter proper now from the 21st. But it's kind of this time of year. There's something about a bird rising as well. That looks again like a corvida, possibly. Oh, lovely. And here we have a parent giraffe attending to a younger giraffe. Look at that, community. And of course, get out in the community. It might be a time of community activities. We've had a lot of that, haven't we? Nativity plays, carol singing, church service. If we are moved to do such things, we may do these things in different ways, or we may not do these things. But we may probably say that there's more community in our lives at this time of year, perhaps. Perhaps we've been to office parties, or we've got one coming. Perhaps we're going to visit the pantomime, which comes up January, February for people. And just connecting with people. You are part of a community. You're also part of the community that's humanity, mankind, as well as womankind. But you are part of a whole group, is what it's saying, community. And it wants to remind you of that. So there's also the nurturing element I'm getting again with the parent, the lovely parent giraffe attending to the younger giraffe there. So we're talking about wisdom again, aren't we, here? We've got birds flying around. They look like parakeets. So it might be there's teaching going on there. You know, learning something. Some sort of learning between parent and child, or between an elder and a younger soul. It doesn't have to be parent and child. It could be teacher and student. So this speaks to me of learning. And it looks really bright. So there may be some learning that you're going to be doing, is kind of what I'm feeling here. I know I'm going to be doing learning. I'm going to start to learn in the new year, Irish, Gaelic. Very difficult language. I have Irish ancestry and finally been drawn to pull my socks up and actually get myself on a course, which I've done. I'm going to start that in January. So very excited. I've already had a taster lesson or session in a group the end of December, which was great. So you might be learning something that you haven't done before. I encourage you to do that. It's really good to expand the mind and the brain, go down avenues we haven't explored before. You never know what's there for you. There's always something there for you. Otherwise you wouldn't be drawn to do it. My tummy's rumbling. That's always a sign that what I'm saying they're really, really agreeing with. Thank you. Community, celebration. The bunting is out. Communication, teaching, but also nurture and loving as well. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely beautiful. May we have a look and see what Katrin Wertzstein, I'm probably not saying that very well, apologies, has for us. Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, 12. I love that. 2 and 1 is 3. Oh my God, we have so many numbers today. Tons and tons. Very autumnal again. It's beautiful. Oh, I so love this. All is connected. Ain't that the truth? All is connected. I really love it. And that really fits in with that community. You are part of a community, whether it's your local community, whether it's, you know, the club you belong to. You know, you might belong to a knitting bee group, or you might belong to the Women's Institute, if that exists where you are, or you might belong to a cycle group, or, you know, baking group, or something, you know, or netball, or, you know, whatever it is. It's really community. All is connected. We are all connected. And this a really strong, lovely message there. I love this girl with her hair blowing in the wind because, okay, we've just moved out from autumn, but, you know, the leaves are still blowing around beautifully. And, you know, she is like the leaf. She is the leaf. The leaf is her. She is the roots of the tree. The roots of the tree are her. She is the wind. The wind is in her hair. You know, we are all connected. We're all divinely connected. That is such a beautiful card. I really, really love it. And she's rooted. Look how rooted she is there. And again, the root chakra, grounding. And knowing that we are all connected with each other, with nature, with the cosmos, a part of it. It helps ground us. You know, it's very powerful. Powerfully good, powerfully light, very rooted. And love that. What else have I got from her? She has ivy or beautiful green leaves around the edge of her dress. And white is, for me, always divine. Now she wears that lovely white dress with lace at the top. She's a divine being. And I think this card is saying to you, beautiful people, you are divine. If you didn't know it till now, know it now. They are guiding to say, you are divine. You're a divine being. Beautiful. All connected. And of course, yes, the lovely spider there with the spider web being connected to the leaves and the wind in her hair, and her being steady and strong like the roots of the tree, being the roots of the tree. Love it. Let's see what else Catherine has to say for number 12. 2 and 1 is 3. Beautiful. All is connected. Innovation, transformation again. Yeah, look, transformation, growth and release. Yeah, that makes sense as well. The release as in the 8 of Cups from the first reading. Transformation as for the lovely froggy from the second angel pile. There are all these 3 readings are definitely linked. There may be something in all of them for you. Oh, I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. So let us see what Storm Raven says. Now, water we have. We have water, blue. And we have the princely mouse. Oh, okay. This is lovely. The princely mouse. Okay. So the princely mouse, for me, means... Well, there's a few meanings there. Definitely, so to start off, the water. We are water, or 2/3 water. And so we're affected by the moon phases. Yeah, pay attention to insights, dreams, downloads at those times of the full moon and new moon as well, particularly for the sensitives who are affected by that. But get down to the water. Water is emotion. So the princely mouse, when I divined this set of cards, the princely mouse was never be too small. I don't mean, be brash or charge about, look at me, I'm amazing thing. Don't do that. That's ill-advised. But it's saying don't be too small. Don't hide your light under a bushel. The light of the, the hermit from pile 2. You're allowed to be noticed. The mouse is also a prince. He's a prince of his realm. And it's saying, however small we are, You are still princely. You're still cosmically royal, is kind of what I want to say. You're still loved, however small you are. You are as important as the bigger things. That's my message there from the princely mouse. Don't play too small. Play to your gifts. Share your gifts and talents with the world. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. And the tarot. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. Let me scry first of all and see divine, what we're getting. Yeah, the sense I'm getting from the Four of Chalices, as they are in this deck, it might be that you have been behaving, or you've entered a state of being of almost lack. I mean, it's not Five of Pentacles, it's Four of Chalices, but it's like I'm feeling this guy or gal, looks like a guy, but under the tree, this person, this figure is being gifted something from the universe here, and they're sort of sitting back and hesitating. I think the arms are crossed, aren't they? Are they crossed? Yeah, they're kind of crossed, like they're having a bit of a pouty moment, a bit of a what you're offering isn't good enough. But I'm not feeling that they're saying what's here or here isn't good enough. I think that this person under the tree is feeling they're not good enough to receive. That's the message I'm getting from the Four of Chalices. But it's rubbish. Even if you're a mouse, you're a prince. That's saying to me, you are good enough to receive. We said, didn't we, a while back, because you're human, because you're here, because you're alive. I mean, not just because you're human, because I feel everything that is alive and living is deserving in that sense. But this is saying you are good enough to receive. Allow yourself to receive. There's a gift from divine coming out there. This looks like the Ace of Chalices, doesn't it? The Ace of Cups. So let's see what the other advice is from the Minor Arcana. So this is something small in life. It's not big spiritual jobs, but there's a sense of this within you. Okay, Four of Chalices. Okay, I'm laughing. Boredom, disgust, aversion, saturation, annoying relationships. I think it might be relating to, the time of year where we might be, some of us may be forced to spend time with people we don't link on an energetic or vibrational level with. That can be trying. It could also be a sense of boredom. I never know how people can be bored. There's so much to do in the world, in life, especially when we're still, I'm wondering if that sense of boredom is because you feel you haven't got anything to offer in that way. And again, we said that's rubbish. You have something to offer. Know that you are worthy and that your viewpoint, your talent is worthy to bring to the surface and to share. Love it. So the closing element we have is the last very beautiful cherries. Here we go. The gilded cherries, the enameled cherries, which grace pile 3, which is the Tiger's Eye angel reading. So the angel has given us 2 cherries. I think I'm getting cherry on top, but it might be that we're actually consuming cherries at this time. I know cherries sometimes go into Christmas cakes, Christmas puddings, other things. You get those things. Is it glacé cherry? Oh, I can't stand those. Don't like glacé cherry. They do go into Christmas mixes, don't they? I like real cherries, even tin cherries, but fresh cherries. But the glacé stuff, no, I can't be doing with that. But cherries are also about vitality and life. They are a fruit that just jumps out at us. Life, vitality, living. Yeah. And also harvest is kind of what I'm getting off that. Beautiful. Love it. So, my friends, 2 for Joy Oracle. We've gone over the hour. My goodness, that's a long time since I've done such a long video. I hope if you're still here, thank you for being here. I send my love and light, gratitude at this time of year. May the blessings of 2025 that have graced you as a collective, as an individual, if you're coming into this as an individual, may they resonate for you and hold you into the light. I hope there was something in one of these angel messages. There may be something, as I say, in all of the messages. Sending you blessings, light, and it feels like the universe is really holding you in love. This is a big video about the universe loves you, the cosmos reaches out to you, you are protected and you're valued. That's really, really important. So I send you love and light. I will put this out for general view, possibly today, but probably tomorrow, which will be the 28th. So you've got something between now and the new year in this Twixmas time, as we're calling it. So sending you peace, love and light from South Somerset on this beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon. Take care, my friends, and namaste.